Welcome to Placement Season, Wednesday on our webinar series. Placement Season conducts webinar on every Wednesday to guide students with latest updates on campus placements and other useful information. So on this series, we are discussing about InfyTQ certification exam and preparation strategy for 2021 batch. In our previous webinars, we have discussed programming fundamentals using Python, object-oriented programming using Python, and today we are going to discuss data structures and algorithms using Python. And also, we have one more webinar on next Wednesday for database management system and SQL. So the links of our previous webinar are given in the description. You can watch those webinars after this live session. So without wasting much time, let's move on to today's topic, data structures and algorithms using Python. So in today's webinar, we are going to discuss on these major points. First, we'll start with InfyTQ exam foundation course and discuss what is InfyTQ certification exam and how to reach 8 lakh per annum salary through this InfyTQ certification exam. After this, we will discuss the data structure course in Infosys Certification InfyTQ website and see how much time you need to prepare this data structure algorithm as per Infosys learning material. After that, we will discuss some of the important concepts in data structures, followed by some of the important concepts in algorithms. After this, we will discuss some of the previous year MCQ questions as well as previous year programming questions. So at the end of this webinar, we are going to discuss some of the new updates on this InfyTQ exam. So the first update is about screening test, which is going to happen on February 10th. And then the second update is you have an opportunity to reach 8 lakh per annum salary through InfyTQ certification exam using the Hack with Infy coding contest. So we are going to discuss about this in today's webinar. So let's get started with a quick recap on InfyTQ certification exam. So what is InfyTQ certification exam? So this InfyTQ certification exam is for 2021 batch, and Infosys is going to recruit engineering students based on this InfyTQ certification exam. So they will conduct an exam on February end or March beginning, and you need to score more than 65% in that particular exam. So once you score, if your score is more than 65%, you can attend the HR interview on the same day itself. Once you clear the HR interview, you will be posted as a system engineer in Infosys with 3.6 lakh per annum salary. So this is the first step in InfyTQ certification exam. If you clear the HR round and if your job is confirmed with Infosys, again they will send a mail to upgrade your job profile. So they will send an email for the upgradation exam. You can write the exam, and if you clear that exam, you will get 5 lakh per annum salary, and your designation will be system engineer specialist in Infosys. So if you come in top 5% in this upgrade exam, you will be posted as a power programmer with 7 to 8 lakh CTC per annum. Okay. So in case if you are not able to clear the upgradation exam, you will be posted as a system engineer in Infosys with 3.6 lakh per annum. So in case the another scenario, if you are not able to clear the HR round, but you have cleared the Infosys certification exam, Infosys will provide a certificate, and that certificate shows that you are good in programming. So the entire InfyTQ certification exam test your Python programming knowledge. You would have learned your object-oriented programming in C++ or Java. Similarly, data structures using either C or Java. But in Infosys certification exam, they are going to check only your concept using Python programming language. So we have a detailed webinar about this Infosys certification exam and the 4 foundation courses, how to prepare, and some of the unique preparation strategy, and everything you need to do the basic for Infosys exam is in our webinar 1. So the link is given in the description as I said earlier. You can go to our playlist and watch the webinar based on our last watch our last week webinar to know more about InfyTQ certification exam. So with this, we are going to InfyTQ website and discuss how the data success and algorithm course is structured in InfyTQ website. So let's move on to infytq.com and see how the course is there. So I hope you are comfortable with this InfyTQ website, the learning journey. And in this Infosys website, you are having the 4 courses like programming fundamentals using Python, object-oriented programming using Python, data structures and algorithms using Python, and followed by database management system and SQL. So for this Infosys certification exam, you have to focus more on programming fundamentals using Python to clear the programming question. And to clear the MCQ questions, you have to concentrate on these 3 remaining courses. That is object-oriented programming using Python, data structures and algorithms, and database management system. So since we are going to focus on data structures and algorithms, let me open this course and click on start over to give the brief idea about this Infosys certification course. Okay, so as per the Infosys, they have given 7-day schedule for your data structures and algorithms course. In this, they have divided into 2 parts. First one is data structures and second one is algorithms. In day 1, they suggest you to focus on list data structures, that is linked list, and then day 2, they have given us syllabus like stack, queue, followed by hashing and hash table. From day 4 onwards, they are focusing on algorithms like searching, sorting, and other algorithms. So if you follow this Infosys data structures and algorithms course as per their schedule, you will get a clear idea on what is data structure and what is algorithm and what are the type of questions you can expect in the Infosys certification exam on this particular course. So here they have given the exercise, assessment, quiz, etc. So as we suggested in our previous webinar, you have to attempt all the quizzes, exercise, and assessment. Okay. So your HR during your HR interview, they will check how you have utilized the Infosys certification exam foundation courses. So we suggest you to focus and give some time to solve the quiz, exercise, and assessment in Infosys certification exam. Even though you have learned this data structure algorithms using C program or Java or C++, you have to practice using Python for this Infosys certification exam. So we have learned, similarly, we have learned object-oriented programming using C++ or Java in your syllabus. But as per this Infosys certification exam, you have to focus only on Python. So Python using object-oriented programming using Python and data structures and algorithms using Python. So you can go through this topic and start preparing for the data structures and algorithm course. So they have given a editor to type your code and you can compile, execute, and whatever you can do with this Infosys certification learning website, you can do similar thing in Infosys actual certification exam. So plan your day and spend some quality time in this InfyTQ website and learn data structures and algorithms in using their learning materials. So let's move on to the next topic in our webinar and we'll discuss the important concepts in data structures and then we'll move on to algorithms. So let's start our webinar with the concepts of data structures. Okay, so for next 10 to 15 minutes, we are going to discuss the 5 major concepts in data structures. So we are going to discuss on stack, queue, linked list, graphs, and trees. So let's start our discussion with the stack. There is a basic concept in data structure. We'll discuss stack in the next. In Infosys certification exam, you will be getting 20 MCQs and 2 programming questions. Out of the 20 MCQ questions, you will be getting around 5 to 7 MCQ from this data structures and algorithms concept. So let's discuss how much questions we can expect from each and every topic in data structures as well as algorithms. So the major three topics in data structures are stacks, queue, and linked list. So we can expect minimum of 2 to 3 questions in these three concepts. So understand the concept of push, pop, NQ, DQ, and the others linked list concepts like single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, etc. So you can expect minimum of 2 and maximum of 3 questions from these 3 core topics in data structure. So if you want to clear Infosys certification exam, I suggest you to focus more on these 3 topics. So definitely you will be getting 3 MCQ questions and that will help you to reach your target score. Next, the other 2 topics in the data structures are graphs and trees. So in these 2 topics, you will be getting at least 1 question either from graphs or trees. Sometimes you may get 2 questions and 2 questions from the remaining topics which you have discussed earlier, stacks, queue and links. So definitely you will be getting 1 question from this topic, which includes binary tree as well as binary search tree. And similarly in graph, you have to concentrate on what is node, vertices, edge, and also direct and undirected graph. So in this 5 topics, you will be getting totally 4 questions at least. So either 3 questions from first 3 set of topics and next set of questions from graphs and binary. So plan your strategy and prepare what is basic in these 3 topics, in these 5 topics. So similarly, let's discuss some of the important topics and the weightage for algorithms topic also. So in algorithms, you will be getting the questions from searching, sorting, and other algorithm techniques. So first, in searching concept, you will be having at least 2 to 3 concepts. That is, if you combine searching and sorting, you'll be getting at least 2 to 3 questions in this area. So we can say you'll be getting 2 to 3 questions in searching and sorting, and other algorithms like dynamic programming, greedy algorithms. There may be chance for getting one questions in this, but concentrate mainly on searching and sorting techniques, which includes linear search, binary search, and the sorting concepts like bubble sort, selection, merge, insertion, quick sort, heap sort, etc. Also, understand how this sorting techniques works. Mainly understand the efficiency of these sorting techniques based on best case, worst case, and average case. So out of these 5 plus 3 topics, you will be getting at least 5 to 7 questions. That is, out of 8 topics, you will be getting 5 to 7 questions in Infosys certification exam, particularly in MCQ section, that is in 20 mark. So if you have learned this data structures and algorithms using different language, I hope you no need to worry about the concept. Just try to implement the same concept in Python programming language. So you have learned something in C++ or Java. So implement same concept in Python and check how it is working in Python programming language. Next, let's discuss some of the best resources for InfyTQ exam preparation. We'll move on to PlacementSeason.com and see how the courses are structured. So let's move on to app.placementseason.com. This is the test taking platform of PlacementSeason.com's website. So the URL is app.placementseason.com and it is also given in the description. You can click on the link to take the practice test. So let's move on to app.placementseason.com.
Okay, so once you open app.placementseason.com, you could see this information in your dashboard. So this is the test taking site of placement season. So if you scroll down, you could see the course you have enrolled. So Infosys Certification 2020 InfyTQ preparatory course. So click on this course. You could see 3 modules. The first one is learning content, second practice test, and third one is assessment. So these are all the things we have discussed in the previous slide. You have to learn through the organized content. Second, you have to practice through the test without timer. And third, you need to practice with timer. So we have categorized into 3 categories. If you click on this expand button, you could see the course, the learning content from the beginning itself. It starts from introduction and how to install, and it goes up to the content which is required for the Infosys certification exam. Similarly, if you click on this, you could see the practice test for each and every topic. You have the basic MCQ as well as coding test, followed by each and individual topic. It starts from basic keyword and variable, and it goes up to the object-oriented programming and data structure concept. So this is the second thing which you need to concentrate in Infosys exam. That is, you have to practice the test without any timer. Next, third one is assessment. Here we have given some 3 assessment based on the previous year InfyTQ examination. So this assessment you have to take with a given time limit. For example, it will be around 30 minutes, 40 minutes or 1 hour based on the difficulties in the program. So if you click on this expand all, you could see everything in single page itself. So this is the best way to practice and clear InfyTQ certification exam. So I will share you we have already given the detailed link in the description. You can use that link to access this course. Also, I will post this InfyTQ certification exam link in the comment section also. You can use that link to access this course. So let's move on to our slide and discuss some of the very important topics that you have to concentrate for InfyTQ certification exam. So let's move on to our slide.
Let's discuss some of the major areas of previous year MCQ questions. So in general, we can expect 5 different types of questions in this MCQ section. So first one is direct questions, where you can expect the questions from stack, queue, list, searching and sorting concept. So this will be a simple statement followed by 4 or 5 options. You need to mark the correct answer. So this will be a direct questions like how to use it is something based on the concept which you have studied in data structure. The second type of question is predict the output type questions. They will give a set of programs followed by 4 or 5 answers. So you need to find the exact output for the given statement. If you're coming from C++ or Java background, you would have used to the brackets for loop, functions and classes. But in case of Python programming, you need to concentrate on alignment. So make sure you are reading the alignment also. So in this predict the output type questions, many students are making mistakes without seeing the other options. Make sure you are checking remaining 4 options also. So try to eliminate the wrong answer first and then mark the correct answer in this type of questions. The third type is based on inbuilt function questions. So there are many inbuilt functions in Python. You need to know which is suitable for the given questions. So understand the inbuilt function and its syntax to answer this type of questions. The fourth type of questions you can expect in the MCQ type is based on keywords and data types. So in general, these keywords and data type based questions are very simple. It's kind of a direct question, but using some of the terms and keywords in Python language. And the last type is scenario based questions, where you can expect the questions from sorting concept or searching, binary tree, linked list, graphs, etc. So in this scenario based questions, they will give a statement followed by, say for example, if they are asking you to arrange the number based on some selection sort, and the question will be something like, what is the output in 5th step, or what is the output in 4th step? So these type of questions will take little bit time when compared to other 4 or 5 questions. So plan the questions and answer it accordingly. Since you don't have any negative mark, you can answer all the questions. So my first suggestion is try to answer the direct questions, then go for inbuilt functions and keyword data type questions, then spend some time on predict the output type questions and scenario based questions. So this is the major areas, or we can classify the MCQ questions in these 5 broad categories. Also, an InfyTQ exam, the majority of the questions are coming from the courses called Object-Oriented Programming, Data Structures and Algorithms, Database Management System, and SQL. So in fundamentals of in programming fundamentals using Python, you can expect the programming question, and in remaining 3, you can expect the MCQ questions. So we suggest you to focus on data structures and algorithm course in MCQ point of view more than programming point of view. Okay. So next, let's discuss what to do in coding section and what are the type of question which was asked in last year InfyTQ question, that is for 2020 batch. So most of the programming questions are from programming fundamentals concept. So spend some quality time in learning Python, and the major areas in data structures and the questions you can expect in the data structure is based on stack and queue based application problems. There won't be any questions like heaps or graphs based questions in last year InfyTQ exam. So even though in stacks and queue based questions, it is application based question. They don't ask you to insert an element or don't ask you to push an element from a stack. There won't be any direct question. So there will be a question. In that question, you need to use the applications of stack and queue concept. So again, I repeat. So for programming section, concentrate more on programming fundamentals using Python, and for MCQ section, concentrate more on OOPS concept, DSA, DBMS. Okay. So this was the strategy you have to follow to clear the InfyTQ exam. So let's move on to some of the hot news which is waiting for you regarding the screening test and Hack with Infy exam. So let's move on and discuss what's new in InfyTQ exam. Okay. So in what's new section, we have two information for you. The first one is for screening test. So the screening test is scheduled on February 10th in your college. So you can attend the screening test in your computer lab itself, and the duration of this screening test is 1 hour. You can expect the questions from quant and basic Python questions. So most probably this will be the MCQ question. There won't be any coding question. Infosys has recently conducted the region-based TPO meet. So your TPO or your placement coordinator would have attended the Infosys placement officer meet in your region. So check with your TPO for more details about the screening test. They have discussed the complete details about the screening test as well as Hack with Infy code. So also they have given the information about how to reach the Power Programmer through this Infosys certification exam. As we discussed earlier, so you need to clear the upgradation exam, and if you clear the upgradation exam, you will get a 5 lakh per annum as a CTC, and if you are in a top 5%, you will be posted as a Power Programmer with 8 lakh per annum as a CTC. So this is the first information in the What's New section. So screening test will be conducted on February 10th in your college. The duration of the test is 1 hour. For more details, you can check with your TPO regarding how it is going to be implemented. Okay. So the another important news with Infosys is Hack with Infy. So Hack with Infy is a coding contest for 2021 batch. So Infosys is conducting this Hack with Infy from the last couple of years, and you need to attend three rounds of programming contest. First one is round 1, and round 2 will be conducted online. You need to solve the problems like the other coding contests. They are not yet announced the platform, so you need to participate through online for round 1 and round 2. Round 3 will happen in Pune campus of Infosys, and the winner will get 2 lakhs 2 lakh prize, followed by 1 lakh and 50,000 prize. So totally you will be getting 3.5 lakh as a prize amount for this Infosys Hack with Infy coding contest. So if you want to apply for the Hack with Infy coding contest, it is very simple. Open your InfyTQ website, and there is a clear explanation about Hack with Infy in InfyTQ website itself. So you can click on the link which is displaying there to apply the Hack with Infy. So guys, Infosys is giving a lot of opportunity for the fresher, and I hope you can utilize these opportunities, and your result and your placement process will be completed before entering into the final year. So you can utilize your final year to learn more and more concepts. So you'll be placed before the end of pre-final year. So utilize these opportunities, and we have given the links in our description. So you can use the promo code which is displayed in our description, that is InfyWeb15, to get 15% offer in all our Infosys package. So utilize this opportunity and get benefit from Info. So thank you, friends. See you in next week webinar. We have scheduled a database management system and SQL on next Wednesday. So till that, prepare well, plan your preparation, and utilize time properly. So thank you, friends. If you have any queries or suggestion, you can send an email to friends@placementseason.com. See you in the next webinar. Bye-bye.